Hi, my name is Danielle Tran, and for my senior project, I created a database for the local startup Boltabout. Today, I'll be giving you an introduction to the company, reviewing the problem statement, stating the objective, evaluating the current state, showing you the method and experimentation, and summarizing my project's secondary impacts and the IME tools used. Boltabout is a local startup bike rental company. They provide both monthly subscriptions and also the opportunity to lease to own. They provide all the necessary parts including the bike, battery, bike lock, charger, and helmet. They have been very successful since their founding in 2016 and are looking to expand. The current system in place at Boltabout only provides information for the current moment in time. They do not have a system to track maintenance history or an individual bike's history over time. Additionally, they want to know where all of their assets are at all times. By lessening the unknowns, they are reducing costs that may be lost to events such as lost or stolen bikes or inefficient repair. The CEO also would like more accurate metrics in order to track the status of the overall fleet to allow for more efficient repair. This ensures that they have the adequate supply for the appropriate demand. Boltabout would also like the tools needed to look ahead and make well-informed decisions in choosing to invest in a certain model, motivate sales, or to ensure maximum customer retention. The primary objective for this project is to create a database that will be able to accurately track all bikes, batteries, customer history, and maintenance history in real time, output executive reports to monitor costs, trends, and current fleet status, and one that will be able to be accessed remotely by iPhone or iPad. This project has two main constraints. The first is that it must be able to be fit into the budget of a startup business, and the second is that it must be able to be updated to adjust to the ebb and flow of the pace of a startup. Right now, Boltabout is using Google Sheets to track their bikes, batteries, customers, and repairs. Unfortunately, Google Sheets only shows the current state of things. It does not allow for the concurrent recording of a bike or customer's history. The spreadsheets are edited in real time and do not save deleted or changed data. One person's mistake can wipe out everything. The lack of historical data prevents many useful company insights. There are no charts or analytical data to draw or forecast from. Now I'll be walking you through the structure of my database by showing you how to use it. Here, we can add new records. We can add a customer, bike, or battery. Right now, we're going to add a customer. So here you can see how you add new records into the database. So you would add your first name, last name, email, phone number, license number, birthday, and local address to add a new customer. For now, we're just going to add some test data. Then you click Add New Customer, and then the record is added. So now we're going to go back home and follow a very similar process to add a new bike. For a new bike, you're going to add the date received, the serial number, the label number, the manufacturer, what color it is, what condition the bike is in, the model number, and the key number. We're also going to add some test data here too. Then you click Add Bike, and the bike record is added. And now we're going to go home and repeat the process for a battery. Notice how we are only adding one record or one battery or bike or customer at a time. This is because Boltabout only adds between 1 and 2 batteries, bikes, or customers at a time. The only mass import that would ever need to happen is the upload of the original data to this database. Now I'll show you how to assign a bike to a customer and to a record. In this table, you can see all the possible customers that you can assign a bike and battery to. This can be filtered by any of the fields shown here, such as first name. In order to show all the records again, you just need to clear out all the fields and press search. We're going to pick the first customer to assign a bike and battery to. Selecting a bike follows a very similar process. This can be filtered by date received, bike serial number, or condition. Since only ready bikes can be assigned to customers, we're going to select the first one. Batteries can be filtered by date received, serial number, label number, and condition. Since this data set is only filled out with test data, there is not any ready batteries, so we're just going to pretend that this battery does not belong to a customer. In the fields below, you can see the day that corresponds to the records that we selected. We're just going to fill this out with some more test data and then assign the bike. The last fields that need to be filled out are subscription dates, package, and lock key number. Now we'll go back to the main menu and I'll show you how to search and edit records. We'll start with bikes. So the table below matches the one that you saw earlier. And now they can be filtered by both customer information, such as first name or last name, or bike information, such as serial number. If you type in a single letter or series of letters, such as A, all the records that have A in their first name will show up in the table below. A similar thing will occur with serial number or any of the other fields. If you want to search under a condition, such as all the bikes that are ready, online, or offline, they will show up in either the active customers table or the bike inventory table. In order to edit the record, you will need to select a record from the tables above by clicking on the gray square next to the record and clicking Edit. So any of the fields here can be changed, and then press Update. You can also do this with active bikes. A similar process is used to search and edit for a customer record. Simply fill out the fields above or select a record there and then click Edit. The process is repeated to search and edit for batteries. Simply fill out the fields, select a record, and click Edit. Then click Update when you're finished. Now I'll show you how to easily view all records. Simply click any of the buttons that are listed here, either an object or a customer. By clicking Battery Inventory, Bike Assignments, Customer Key, Customer History, or Customer Referrals, all possible records will appear. Lastly, I will show you how to view the current trends. In this form, you can see the number of ready bikes and the number of broken bikes, as well as a trend line that will show the average subscription length purchased per month, and the number of subscriptions purchased per month, and a package breakdown in a pie chart of the most popular model. In order to test my database, I imported about 100 bike records, 150 customer records, and 200 battery records. I was able to move the data seamlessly from one table to another when appropriate in order to verify no errors appeared and all data could be accounted for. In assessing the secondary impacts of my project, I narrowed it down to 3 organizational impacts. First, the utilization of my project will affect the way that the company is structured. By introducing a new system that ties in all the record-keeping aspects of the company, I am eliminating the usage of the individual software that is currently being implemented. The company will have to adapt to the new way of record-keeping. This new structure will also prevent data corruption and the accidental loss of data history. Second, the introduction of new technology changes the knowledge resources of an organization. The accessible storage of information can now be shared and edited safely across the company. However, this new technology will require new skills to be learned in order to utilize it. As an effect, old knowledge sets will be eliminated and no longer used. Lastly, before introducing new technology, I will also need to consider how ways that people use technology affect the way that things are currently being done. Currently, employees have access to edit and view the data points themselves, but aren't organized into viewable insights. Depending on what access the CEO wants to give to his employees, they may be given additional transparency or have their visibility restricted. While I primarily use skills I learned in my IME 312 course, I also applied lessons I learned from IME 310, Human Factors, and IME 303, Project Management, such as how to create an efficient, user-friendly database interface, and how to design and implement a major business systems model. Thank you for watching my senior project video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below.